Hello, beautiful homemakers. Welcome back to Habits of a Homemaker. Today, ladies, we are diving straight into a sister chat, okay? This is a heart-to-heart video, and I want to just share some things that are on my heart with you all about our home. Today's message is Pinterest perfect is not the purpose. And I cannot wait to dive into that with you ladies. But first, I want to remind you all that it is December, which means it is the last month of the year that you can get your How to Be a Successful Homemaker e-guide for 35% off on my website, habitsofahomemaker.com. I will have all of that information linked in the description box as well as my comment section so that you ladies can make sure that you grab your copy for 35% off, because December 31st is the last day of the sale, ladies. I want you all to be able to take advantage of this sale, so make sure that if you haven't already, you head over to my website, habitsofahomemaker.com, so that you can get your copy today. All right, ladies, so let's dive straight on in. Pinterest perfect is not the purpose. You know, we live in an age of technology, which has many different pros, but ladies, it also comes with many different cons. And one of those cons is, if you aren't careful, you can start to become discontent. You can start to feel unworthy. You can start to battle with comparison and all of those different things. And that can take a serious toll on you, on your family, on your home. With technology, now we have the ability to be able to see inside of people's homes that we don't know personally. We have the ability to be able to see inside of someone's home who lives in a different state or a different city or a different country or on a different continent, okay? And as wonderful as that can be, we still have to be careful, because with that, we're seeing so much. We're seeing so many people's homes and lifestyles. And when society tells you that your home has to look this way, that your cabinets have to be painted a particular color, that your flooring has to be one way, that your countertops have to be granite or have to be marble or whatever it is, when they're telling you these things, and you're looking and constantly seeing visual images of other people's homes that look that way, and then you look at your home and you're like, I don't have granite countertops or marble or quartz countertops. Mine is just a simple countertop. I mean, it's fine with me, but I don't know if it's fine with the world. And you start thinking things about now your countertops that you may have never even thought about. Your countertops, which have functioned just fine for all of these years, are now being seen through the eyes of, you're not good enough. You don't measure up. You don't look like theirs. And so now that comparison starts. You start looking around in your home and you're seeing all these images on Instagram and you're feeling like, oh, you know, well, dang, maybe my kitchen needs to be updated, or maybe my bathrooms are not good enough. You know, we just have, you know, this 1970s tile in here and everyone else has a new, you know, modern look, and, you know, all of these different things. And you start to become discontent. And so I want to challenge you today, when you don't think that your home is beautiful, when you don't think that you have the latest and greatest, who told you that? Who are you listening to? What have you placed and esteemed as the standard? Because whatever you have placed and esteemed as the standard, honey, if it's not Christ, it's not it. So when it comes to the countertops you have, the paint color you have, the flooring you have, layout of your home, that stuff doesn't matter in comparison to the big picture. Because with your children and your husband and the people that you invite over to your home, what they're going to really remember and feel is the love that either is in the home or that's lacking inside of the home. And that's what I want you ladies to focus on, not what your home looks like as far as the design or the color and things like that. I love to say all the time, if you want to paint the kitchen yellow, paint the kitchen yellow. Who cares if the latest interior designer is saying, well, we like to do blues because that evokes a certain emotion. Yellow is just, no. Excuse me? If it's something that I love, if yellow brings me joy in my home, if it makes me smile in my kitchen, if it brightens up me and my family's day, I'm going to choose the yellow. Some of y'all don't even like blue and you're choosing the blue. And I'm speaking figuratively, right? But I want y'all to hear the message. Some of you all want to paint your kitchen yellow, but you keep choosing blue because someone else told you to. Someone else is suggesting that you do that. Someone else is saying that this is what's popular. You're seeing that this is what is trending. And your home is not true to the essence of you and your family because you're trying to keep up with trends, because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses, so to speak. And it's not you. And you don't have joy within your own home, because you are trying to emulate someone else's reality, someone else's fantasy, someone else's opinion inside of your home, the home that the Lord has entrusted you to steward well, the home that the Lord has entrusted you to cultivate. So ladies, take your homes back. I want to see your creativity come alive within your home, ladies. And you know what? You don't have to just like one thing. Ladies, there are so many different styles that I like, okay? And you will probably be able to tell it in certain rooms of my home because I'm just trying things out. You know, my dining room may be more of a Victorian feel. I may have another element of more shabby chic or farmhouse, and I may have another element, you know, within a different room of my home. And guess what? I just like doing that. I like trying out new things. I like seeing what works and what doesn't work. You know, if someone else is saying, oh no, you need to only have this type of furniture throughout your home. You need to only have these colors. These people don't know me or my family. They're not living here, right? And so I want to be able to minister to my family even through creativity, through home decor. I told myself I'm not going to make my children's bedrooms have to look a certain way because I wanted to flow and be cohesive with the entire home. And I'm making design elements in their room that they hate because I want it to look like the living room, or I want it to be the same color scheme. That's their room. I want their rooms to reflect them and to reflect where they are in life right now, what they like, what they enjoy. And those things will change, ladies. Rooms change. Your home changes with you and through the seasons. So for instance, right now, my son Jonathan, he just had a birthday. He just turned 4. He loves Spider-Man and superheroes and things like that. And so his bedding is Spider-Man. I may not like Spider-Man, right? And I may have just wanted to have, you know, a solid color or, you know, chevron or whatever. But he doesn't want that. He asked me, Mommy, I want a Spider-Man set for my bed. So we're allowing him to be able to have his creativity and his personality and his interests flow out from him within his space, right? His room, that's his space. And when he makes his little bed up with his little cute 4-year-old hands, y'all, he's been making his bed up since he was 3, and it's the most precious thing. But when he makes his little bed up, he takes so much pride in making up his bed. He feels so much dignity when he makes up his bed and he calls me and he says, Mommy, look. Mommy, look, I made my Spider-Man bed. And he has such a sense of pride with that because he has cultivated a space. Ooh, here we go. Here we go. He has cultivated a space that he loves. So when he goes to maintain it, when he goes to clean it, when he goes to do his daily work in that space that he has been assigned to manage, he does it with excellence. He does it with joy. He does it with pride. He does it with confidence and joy because it is a space that reflects him. Ladies, some of you all aren't even able to enjoy your home because guess what? You don't live there. Susie Mae down the street, Sister Izzy on Instagram, Dr. Penelope on Pinterest have all taken residence in your home because guess what? Your home is filled with everything that they like. Your home is filled with everything that they've shopped for. Your home is filled with everything that they've envisioned, with the colors they've picked out, with the cabinetry that they've picked out, with the blinds that they have selected. Your home is filled with that. It is filled with other people, and it's not filled with who you are or the essence of your family or what your family likes. And because of that, you feel like a stranger in your own home. Your husband feels like a stranger because nothing's representing him. Your children feel left out and non-included because they don't see or feel themselves within their own home, within their own room. Ladies, your home should be an extension of everyone in your family. This is the one place on earth, y'all, I'm telling you, it's something so powerful. I don't care if you live in a single family home. I don't care if you live in an apartment, a condo, a townhouse, a room, somebody's basement. That is your home. That is your space. Be proud and thankful and grateful for that space. You own that space. You cultivate that space. That is the one place on earth that your family has that is yours, that can reflect you all. When you step outside of your home, you don't have control over what someone else does. You don't have control over how your neighbor decides to maintain their home or what color they want to paint it or what they want to decorate it like. But in your home, in your space, that's your element. You are able to have free range over what happens there. So what's happening in there? And I want to take it a step further. Ladies, what is being felt within your home? What's being birthed out? What's being put out in your home? So, because now we've talked about the decor, but what about the love? Because that's what your children, your family, your friends, your husband, that's what they're going to feel. Is that, what did it feel like? My grandparents, I love them dearly, and they both have now gone to be with the Lord. But I spent so much time in their home growing up, and it was one of the best places to be on this earth for me. Their home was lovely. Their home was filled with so much love, and you felt it and you saw it. You saw the pride that was put into their home. My granddaddy took so much pride in how his yard was kept. He took so much pride in how the home looked when you entered in, right? And there were certain elements even on the outside of the home that you could tell, wow, this is a very family-oriented home. You know, whoever lives here, wow, they take pride and care to maintain their home. My grandmother, she was a great homemaker. She kept her home well. You felt the love. They made you feel loved. They always were so hospitable. They offered you something when you came in, and they were going to offer it again. Because if my grandmother said, honey, you want something? You want something to drink? You want some food in here, baby? I got some food. And if you said, oh, no, thank you, baby, you better believe that in about 5 more minutes, my grandmother was going to offer you something again. Because she wanted to make sure that she was serving, hallelujah, that she was serving her family, her guest well. She was hospitable. She thought about the things that would make someone feel comfortable, that would make someone feel loved, that would make someone feel welcome. She trained us how to operate within our home. You know, we had freedom and we could do certain things, and it wasn't a museum, you know, or anything like that, but we still had boundaries. Like, we weren't going to knock over their crystal glass dish and break it. No, we weren't going to do that. So we knew our limitations and our boundaries that were within reason, but we also had a lot of freedom in the home, and we enjoyed the home. When I think about their home, I think about the love, I think about the character, the charm, you know, the reflection of our family in the home. It makes a difference. Where someone else may come in and they may say, oh no, this kitchen is so outdated, right? Let's say someone says that because they didn't have, you know, all the stuff that you're seeing now. But the kitchen, I didn't ever see no problem with it. It was fine. It wasn't huge, you know, like a super mega kitchen with an island and all of these different things. But honey, that kitchen made a lot of sweet memories. That kitchen held a lot of love. That kitchen cooked our family a bunch of good Sunday dinners where we all sat around the dining room table and fellowshipped. That kitchen window held a lot of memories when my grandmother was washing the dishes and watching her grandchildren play out in the yard. That stovetop held a lot of memories when my granddaddy was over there stirring and making his homemade gravy, and he had me by his side and he's saying, "Angel, let me show you something." See, that right there, that's what makes a home. So it doesn't matter how modern, how updated, how fancy something is. If you don't have love within your home, you can have all of that and your heart be cold as ice and hard as stone. But when you have a tender, precious heart and your love for God flows throughout your home, and the people who enter in feel the love of Christ, they see the reflection of the gospel being displayed. They see the fruits of the Spirit. They feel it. They sense it. They know it. That's what makes the difference. That's what's important. But Pinterest perfect is not the purpose when it comes to a gospel-centered home. Ladies, don't let Instagram, YouTube, society, Pinterest fool you or rob you of having the love and the joy in your home of the Lord. Seeing the essence of your family displayed and thought about throughout your home. Girl, if you've been wanting to start that YouTube channel because you know how to cook and you know that the Lord has placed it on your heart to be able to get on here and minister to other women and show how to cook and show how to minister to your family through food and nutrition, and you haven't been doing it because you feel like, man, my kitchen, it's not really up to par. I don't have, you know, marble or granite countertops. My cabinets, like, they're from the 1980s, and everybody else's cabinets are like 2020 and up. And you're feeling all these things and you're talking yourself down. But what you don't even realize is that your home is beautiful and your home has love and it has so much to offer people. And so when people look at those videos, girl, the cabinets are not going to matter. The fact if you have an electric or a gas range is not going to matter. For me, I love watching homemakers who really have a home that they've really built and cultivated well. And it's not about just, oh, the aesthetics of it all. Because a real home is lived in, honey, okay? You have to maintain it. That's one of the reasons why we have to clean our homes and we have to stay on top of things, because your home is going to get dirty, especially if you have children. You have to maintain it. It's okay. You're going to have stuff that's on your countertops. Let me free some of y'all for a minute. Your countertops don't have to be completely clear, okay? If that works for somebody else, that's fine. But if you have an air fryer or your blender or a toaster, get this, appliances and things that are meant to be in the kitchen on your countertop, that doesn't make you any less valuable. There's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I like to put as much stuff as I can in my cabinets, but there's some stuff that is just not going to go in there. Maybe it's just not enough space for it. Maybe it just doesn't make sense. For instance, I use my air fryer a lot, much, almost every day for something. And so for me, it doesn't make sense for me to hide my air fryer in my Lazy Susan because I don't want someone to see it, or because if I have it on the countertops, it's just not minimal. And it's just this and that. When before, that never bothered me, right? And if I have to keep pulling it out every single day, it makes sense to stay on my countertop for me. Now, if that doesn't make sense for you, that's fine. That's what I'm saying. You do what works for you. Everybody's home is different. The flow of everybody's home is going to be different. But you want to make it work for you and your family. And that's what I want you ladies to cling hold of. Don't do what works for someone else. Do what works for you and your family. Because at the end of the day, that's who resides there. That's who lives there. And that's what matters. Those people within your home are the ones that you're serving. You're not serving Instagram. So make sure that what you're doing in your home is being led by the Holy Spirit and is done unto Him and not done unto social media. Because if it is done unto social media, that's going to reflect in your heart. And your heart is going to spew out into your actions, into your words. And that's going to affect your family. So I hope that this video touched you ladies in some way. I hope that it ministered to you, that it encouraged your heart in some way. And I probably didn't reflect on every single thing, but I feel like overall I got the gist of the message out. And so if it resonated with you in any way, if there was something that you took from the video, please share it in the comments below. Share what resonated with you the most. Share what had the most impact on you, or what encouraged you, or what challenged you, or maybe convicted you. Please share it. I would love to hear and chat with you ladies down below in the comment section. Please don't forget to go over to habitsofaHomemaker.com and get your How to Be a Successful Homemaker e-guide, where I teach you everything you need to know to thrive in your homemaking for 35% off. Okay, ladies, I love you all so much. Be sure to like and share this video with another sister. Make sure that you're subscribed if you aren't already, because I will be having more content coming out for you ladies. I'm posting videos 3 times a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. So I will see you all in the next one. Love you. God bless you. Mwah. Bye, ladies.